Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Revived Code. I'm Manushi. Today I am thinking to create a video about the web accessibility. Maybe your interview is today, tomorrow, or sometime in the next few days. In this video, I will show you how the interviewers typically ask about the accessibility related questions. I won't go to the deep, just straightforward to the point answer, and that will help you to respond the clearly and confidently to your interviewer. So let's begin. What is web accessibility? Web accessibility ensures that people with disabilities can access, understand, and use online content and tools easily, providing equal access for everyone. Web accessibility means that the website, tools, and technologies are designed and developed so that people with disabilities can use them. Next question is, what is WCAG and why it is important? WCAG stands for Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. WCAG stands for Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. It is a set of global standards created by the W3C. What is the goal here? To make the website accessible for people with disabilities. And what are the best part of here? It improves usability for everyone, not just people with impairments. Next question is the most important questions that within interviewer ask us. What are the four principles of WCAG? So here the word is POUR. Please remember that word. That is the POUR, poor. P for perceivable. That means content should be visible or audible. For example, we can use alt text for image or caption for videos. If user can't see or hear your content, okay, then it is not the perceivable. Next, operable. All the functionality must work via keyboard, not just a mouse, like buttons, sliders, drop downs. So they should be operable with arrow key or tab. Next, understandable. The content and the interface should be the content and interface should behave in expected ways. Use clear language, avoid surprises, and guide users with proper level and feedback. Last one is the robust. Your site should work across devices, browsers, and the assistive technologies. We need to use the HTML, that is clean HTML, semantic HTML we need to use there. Area, ARIA, only when needed we need to use that. And after that, test with the screen readers, that is like voiceover, or there is an NVDA also be there. So we need to test that. Next question, can you give an example of making content perceivable? I already mentioned that. Answer is yes. We add meaningful alt text to images. Like if the image is like a slider with flower, or slider with like any of the house, so we need to meaningful alt text need to write, or add captions to videos so that user who are deaf or hard to hearing can be follow that. Next, what's the difference between ARIA and native HTML elements? Native HTML is always the best choice. It comes with built-in accessibility. Aria is like the backup tool. Use it only when the native elements can't do the job. What are examples of assistive technologies like screen readers? Screen readers with NVDA, JAWS, VoiceOver, and also magnifiers, braille displays, and switch devices for users with mobility issues. That all the things are we can consider with the assistive technologies. This is a very important questions within the interview. What is the difference between WCAG levels? There is an three levels are there: A, A, double, double A, and triple A. Level A, that is the basic accessibility. That is the minimum accessibility standard. Next one is the double A. It is the industry standard, legally required in many regions. Next, triple A. It is like the advanced. Ideal but not always practical for the every site. So whenever we are just creating the website, we can go to the Google Chrome, then inspect element. There is an one option is there, the lighthouse. So if we are check with the lighthouse, then we can check there is an accessibility is there, and we can see that there is an A, double A, and triple A. If there is an like a good response, so the Google Chrome given us the result with good response, like bad response, like that. Next questions: how do you test a website for accessibility? We can start with the using keyboard only navigation, then test with a screen reader, and also We can use the tools like Lighthouse, X, DevTools, Wave. There are so many tools is available in the browsers. So we can go with that. Next question. How do you make a button accessible? If the interviewer asks us, how would you make a button accessible? Use the button tag, not a div or not a span. That is the bad practice. Next is like that. Label it clearly with text or area level. And third, make sure it's keyboard focusable and also shows a visible focus ring. What is the semantic HTML and how does it helps with accessibility? Semantic HTML gives meaning to elements like navigation, nav, header, then main tag, article, etc. we can use. It helps the screen readers understand the page structure. So if there is a website and we are trying to get the header, body tag within the body, we just need to write that header, then article. If there is a main tag also be there, and we can use like footer, so it improves SEO and maintainability. Next, how do you handle the accessible models? That is a very good questions. Most of the MNC companies ask us. A good accessible model should be trap focus inside the model, then restore focus after the close, be keyboard navigable, and last, we need to use area rules like area model, area labeled by, and area described by. Next question. How do you make a custom drop down menu accessible? Use rules like list box and option. Let users navigate with arrow keys. Add area attributes like area expanded, area selected, and area. Add area attributes like area expanded, area selected, and always manage the focus. How do you contrast ratios work in WCAG? For normal text, you need to 4.5 to 1 contrast ratio. For the large text, it's 3 to 1, and use free tools like WebAIM, Contrast Checker. Make sure the color pass. So that is the one website we can check the contrast level we need to check with like the search option there, and whatever the website we need to check, so it's working only for the like the dev or EVT, any of the, so we can check with live website, and then we need to submit that, and we can check with that tool whatever the ratio is there, it's shown up. Next question is, what is the difference between area hidden equal to true and display none? Both hide the content visually, but area hidden equal to true, that means hides the content from the screen readers only, and it's for the accessibility APIs only. And display none means remove the content from the both side, and it is like the assistive tech. How do you handle the accessibility for dynamic content like the React application? We can use the area live regions to announce changes, like area live equal to we can use like a polite or assertive. Next one is manage focus after DOM updates, and we need to make sure that keyboard user can still navigate and interact after content if we change the content. The question, what accessibility issues might arise from using div or span from interactive elements? Div and span are the generic containers. They have no semantic meaning and are not interactive by defaults. So if we use the div to create a button, screen readers won't recognize that what it is, button or div, which element it is. And also keyboard users won't be able to focus on it or activate using the enter or space. You would have to manually add roles like role equal to button or set tab index equal to 0 and handle the keyboard events with JavaScript. So that's a lot of extra work and we should be avoid as a developer. So it's better we can use button tag if there isn't like href we have to pass. If there is an anchor, so we need to create like a tag. If there is an input, so we can use like a input tag. So whatever the requirement is there, we need to use that particular elements, and whenever it's possible they come with the accessibility support. So it will help the automatic keyboard and screen reader support. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Revive Code for more JavaScript tips. See you in the next video. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice day.